episode number 78.
You forgot it for a second, didn't you?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I did it.
Okay. Well,
Dramatic
guys.
effect.
Yeah, dramatic effect, yeah. So on today's episode, we're just going to make a little quick... Is it a message? That's not a message. Yeah, we're just going to be speaking our minds here because we've noticed something. We've noticed actually a lot of things going on in our socials that we wanted to address.
Not our socials. I'm
Yeah.
putting this around
Yeah.
you because you scare me.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. And so, So basically, the gist of it is, it's basically all about support and when it comes to supporting maybe a business, when it comes to supporting your favorite podcast, stuff like that. And it's just I'm basically just gonna speak my mind here.
Yeah, do that.
You got a little hair going on right there. So a few days ago we had a giveaway going on, and this is where the whole idea stemmed from. But I've noticed it even with my own business, WashWeb. It's just when it comes to support, really. And so every now and then, with WashWeb, I guess going back, is I'd post something like, hey, share this or send this away, post this on your story, whatever, blah blah, stuff like that. And so I'd always notice that I really like people we call friends, right? The people that are close to us, people who follow us, basically, people who know who we are on our our own social medias. It's like when that comes to light, it's just people just stay quiet. They just let it be, and it's I've just noticed it. And of course, even now, it's never gotten to a point of like, oh shit, we're butthurt or this is mad. It's just one of those things that you just look at and and you remember. Because personally, when I see a small business, when I see someone trying to start something to better themselves, to better their business, to have some sort of platform to put themselves out there, whatever, I know I'm going to support because I know what it's like to try and start a business, right? I empathize with that because I know that every little bit of support is appreciated for these people. And the fact that they're trying to do that for themselves is amazing. And I see that. We see that. And so we're going to do our best to just be out there, support. If they ask to share something, I'm going to share it. If they ask to follow, then I'm going to follow because I know what that's like. And so that's something I've always carried with me from the beginning because I've seen that with my own business. When I ask someone to follow or share or support or post or whatever, it's like very few people do it. And for the few that do, I really do appreciate. But then there's the ones that you expect to sometimes, or even more people that you expect to get all the support and it just doesn't happen. And that's, I guess, part of the process, But I guess fast forward to now. And it's what I want to touch on really is that the fact that, okay, maybe not everyone supports, not everyone's going to follow, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. But the part that kind of got me thinking a little was when, a week or two after, or the days pass by, and you see people post, their favorite celebrities. You see people post that's a new song that came out, giving these celebrities and famous people clout that they don't really need and that they will never get acknowledged for. And so it just gets me thinking. It gets both of us thinking, really. And it's like, okay, so there's people out here like us. There's plenty of people out there who are starting small businesses who are doing their own thing, and it's fucking amazing. And they're not out here. You don't see them screenshotting and reposting these things. You don't see them sharing and really liking these things or trying to show any support. And I don't know if it comes from a place of like, oh, I don't need to do that. Maybe it's ignorance. Or maybe you just needed this message to come across you and realize, maybe I should start supporting small businesses. But we just want to make it known that small support, even though maybe this is the reason why you're not the type of person who goes out and shows their support, is because you don't think that they need it or blah, blah. Well, we're here telling you that any type of support is appreciated by anyone and everyone who's trying to start something. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of pains me to see, people posting these celebrities, posting these famous people when these famous people are not going to acknowledge you for these things. They don't need any more clout, and you're over here giving it to them for free and getting nothing in return. And then, we're out here posting a giveaway, giving away a free shirt, something that you'll actually get in return, might get in return for sharing and supporting, a local whatever, And so that's just something that I want to put out there. And, maybe it doesn't come from a place of I guess, being a bad person. You're not a bad person. Maybe it comes from a place of, oh, I didn't know that I was really appreciative. These guys would appreciate my support. But again, I'm here and we're here to tell you that it is appreciated. And if you know anyone, a family member or a friend that started or is starting a small business, a new idea, that's trying to put themselves out there, they're trying to better themselves, be that person who supports them.
Yep.
Be that person who encourages them. Be that person that, without even being asked to, you see something that you like that they're doing, and if you genuinely do like what they're doing, okay, you know what, share it, put it out there. You know, even if you only have a little bit of followers, it's a new outreach. And not only that, but it shows that person that you're supporting them as well. And I guess that's really the whole point of all this, is just to show that support, even when you think that you might not have that much of an impact or it's not significant or whatever. It's the fact that I don't know if it's a comfort zone thing, but you probably getting out of that and just showing, you know what, yeah, I support these guys. I support this girl over here that's doing that. I support this business because I like what they do. And if I like what they do, why wouldn't I post it out there? Just how I like what these celebrities do, these people do, and I'm posting it out there. You know, and I don't know. I'm going to add to that, Mario, because
Yeah.
pretty sure I just ranted on that a lot.
No, that was really good. I feel like you hit on the majority of the points.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, it's basically supporting, you know, the locals, supporting what is to come. And you see these people have these aspirations of wanting to do more. And, you know, these simple of the follow, the simple of the like, the simple of the share, it might seem so simple, but it really does go a long way, I would say. Not only to us, but everyone that's trying to start anything. Because if it wasn't for the majority of people wanting to help and support, they wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So that's when you take a step back, you realize, yes, you know, I might be one person, but it all adds up and it really does mean so much. Mm-hmm. And that's why we always try to express gratitude. We always try to say thank you. We always try to show that we do appreciate it, because we know, like, these consistent support wouldn't happen, or this wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for people listening, tuning in all the time. And that's why we like to express that we are thankful, we are grateful, and that it will continue to grow. But we will remember this. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, like,
No, trust me, we promise we're not fucking butthurt at this. It's just when we see we see things like this, we're gonna be honest and open about these kinds of things. And you know, that's why, you know, like Mario was saying, when we see support, when we see people who do shout us out, when we see people who do take the time to message us and tell us, yo, I really love this episode, I needed this, or, you know, we still get messages like those. Don't worry, those few that do support us, we're not forgetting about y'all at all. You know, we're gonna remember that support early on, because it's when it's early on that support is needed the most, because that's how numbers are. I mean, numbers keep growing, and we remember those people, and that's why we make a big deal out of it. That's why we'll post it on our stories. That's why we'll add it to our highlights, because we want to remember our early early supporters. And
yes, we do.
Yeah, that's why we're putting that out there. And you know, we're gonna keep on doing our thing, obviously, you know, but we do expect that support to come to us if we're providing this kind of, you know, information. If you actually like what we're doing, you know, we really would appreciate that support, and so would anyone else. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why, I mean, I would really just say it's not only us, but it's about anyone starting anything. And that's why it's simply about showing that you support this person, like whatever they're doing, right? You see that they want better in their lives. So by you simply sharing means so much.
Simply, yeah.
Like, seriously. And that's why, I guess with the giveaway, I would say this little thing right here.
Throw it in.
It's not even anything, but like, I'm basically saying the fact that it's simple to have a follower count, right? But it's also, the thing is to engage, to show, and we do appreciate every follower.
Yeah.
But I also want to say we do appreciate the interacting if we post like something sort of like a giveaway, because not only does that mean much, but the thing is, it's not even about us giving a free shirt away. It's about, you know, the support, exposure, because that means the most. And the shirt is just a little thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's really what I would say.
I want to add on to that too, because that is the most important part. Is it's not really about the shirt. You know, maybe you might not want that shirt, right? Because I think about some giveaways that I tell, like, okay, you know what? I don't mind if I win or lose, but what's it hurt to support?
Ooh.
You know, what's it hurt to simply share?
That's good.
You know, and so even that right there, it's like that shirt to us, you know, yeah, it's just a shirt. We can give that away, but what means so much more is the fact that we're getting that extra share, even if it's just from one more person. You know, that extra share, it goes a long way and it helps, and we do appreciate those people, and we will remember those people too, because when this platform gets big, when it gets huge, you know, we're like, it didn't start from just nothing. It didn't start from just us. This is all of you loyal supporters, all of you listening right now, is why we're going to get there. Those early supporters is why we're going to get to where we want to be, to reach more ears, to reach a larger audience. And that's how this is going to keep growing, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we for sure know this is going to succeed. So that's why the support now is appreciated, because we know in the future, not even in the future, but it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the near future.
You know what I mean? But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to get to a point where, you know, we're not able to speak to each individual that supports us. And that's why, you know, we're thankful that we can now. Because when it becomes so big, you're not able to interact with anyone as you could. Mm-hmm. And that's why I just want to say that it is always going to be appreciated now. Because this is when it means the most. When it's so at its infant state, at its coming up, because obviously, you know, when something's blowing up and then you just start to hop on it, once it's already starting to blow up, you realize it's sort of, I would say, like fake energy. I would say it's fake energy, but it's also realizing, okay, man, these guys are doing good. I want to support them now. I can see it both ways, but I would say it's different if you start to just like hit us up and be like, hey, but like before you were watching everything, and that's what makes me sad to think about.
Yeah.
But you know, that's really what it is. Anyone that supports now, anyone that shows any sort of expression, literally just supporting,
feedback, anything, commenting, going out there, sharing stuff. You don't even have to share it. Like, keep it, like, if you contact us, if you have feedback, if you say that you, like, if you really enjoyed an episode, then tell us about it.
Yes.
You know, that right there, even that right there is enough right there. Because, I mean, like you said, there's going to come a point where this is going to blow up, right? Mm-hmm. And we will remember those early supporters and the people who helped us get there. And there's a lot of people out there who they've had like a come up. They've had an increase in following. They've had, you know, their business starts doing really well. And you're like, oh, I used to know that person. Or like, oh, I know that guy. And then you weren't really their biggest supporter. And yeah, those people, like, I see those people like that are on the come up. I see people around us that are doing good for themselves. And it's like, you know, that they for sure must have appreciated that early support, because, you know, that's what we're doing.
That led them to what they became.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's really what it is, I would say, unless you have any other points.
I guess that really wraps it up, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and then podcast, thanks for listening. I guess we'll end it on that note. Just really go out there and support these people. Like, look at these things with a new filter in your mind. Be like, wow, I can support someone. These people actually would appreciate if I messaged them, if I contacted them, you know, if I shared something. These kinds of things, they go a long way. No, they really do. And so I guess we'll leave them off at that note. Oh, and also we kind of had fun with it too when we realized we had that one entry. Like, trust me, like it was like, it's just one of those things that we are going to remember, because it's that humble come up. It's that one come up where we just look back, we're like, hey, remember that one time where we just had that one entry, and we had fun with that. You know, it was funny.
But yeah, it's funny. It's not like, the thing is, we are not upset. It's not like that. But it's just like, you know, we play around, right? Yeah. But we also realize that it's the support, and it's the seeing this happening and just showing that you care, right? Yeah. And that's what means the most.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's really what it is. And like you said, right, go out and see these new businesses, these friends that you have, anyone, simply supporting them goes the longest way possible. And I promise you won't regret it, because it doesn't hurt you. It helps them, literally spreading this positivity simply by supporting.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I mean, personally, I didn't know what it was like until I started my own businesses. Then that's when I started looking at every other small business that was doing their own thing, like starting off small, or you know, you see this new shop open, or you see this new Instagram account, they're trying to sell their things, you know, around and trying to start a business. you really see things with new eyes. And you're like, okay, I know what that's like. I now know what that's like. And it took me, I guess, having to start up a new business to know that these people appreciate the support. Like these people really do, and they're gonna need the support early on to, I guess, have that foundation to keep on growing, really. And so, but for you guys, we're letting you know right now that it does go a long way. Look at these things in a new light and realize that your opinion, your constructive criticism, your feedback, your support, whatever it is, it matters to these people that are trying to do something with themselves. And I guess now we're gonna wrap it up.
Now it's gonna be wrapped up.
And just say that we hope you have a great day.
Yes, thank you.